Hey guys, and welcome to my CIS 2010 video project. My name is Hannah Davis Atkinson, and I am a pre-marketing major at Georgia State University. This is going to be a quick demonstration on how to use the HLOOKUP, LOOKUP, and COUNTIF functions in Excel. I'll use this data table with lots of information related to zip codes in Atlanta. As you can see, the data table is extensive, and while it is totally possible to manually scroll through all of the columns and rows to find certain information, that would be a tedious and time-consuming process. Instead, we can write instructions into Excel and have it do the work for us. First, I'll use the HLOOKUP function. HLOOKUP stands for horizontal lookup and is used to find information from a data table by searching for a given value in the top row of the data table and outputting the value in the same column for the row specified. Since we can see our data is arranged horizontally with zip codes listed in the top row and corresponding data in the columns, HLOOKUP will be a good function to use here. For this project, we want to find the corresponding city and county values for a given zip code. I'll start with zip code 30340 by typing that into cell B3. I hit enter, then I scroll down to cell B4 to build a formula using HLOOKUP to find the city in our data table that corresponds to the zip code input in B3. Type equals HLOOKUP, open parentheses. Then we select the lookup value, which is going to be the value we're searching for in the top row. Click on cell B3. We're using the cell instead of typing in the specific data value, in this case zip code 30340, so that we can change the value in B3 to look up other information without having to write new formulas each time. This will be demonstrated in just a moment. We type a comma after B3, then we select our table array, which is the data table where we're finding the information. You can select them manually or type in the cells, in this case B10, colon, DD21. Type a comma and then we find the row index number. This tells the function which row we want to find the corresponding data from. In this case, we're searching for the city that corresponds to the zip code put into B3, which is going to be in the third row. So type a 3, comma, and then we have to select our range lookup. For this function, we only want an exact match, so we select false. Hit enter, and now cell B4 displays the city that corresponds to the zip code in B3. According to our data table, zip code 30340 is in the city of Atlanta. Cool. Now let's find the county that corresponds to the zip code. Using the same mechanics, select cell B5, type equals HLOOKUP, open parentheses, and again select cell B3 for the lookup value, and type in our data table for the table array. That's going to be C10 through DD21, comma, and for this row index number, we're actually looking for the county, so that's going to be the 6th row in our data table. So we type a 6 and a comma, and again select false for an exact match. Hit enter, and we now see DeKalb County in cell B5. Let's try 30344. Input that into cell B3, hit enter, and cells B4 and B5 now display the corresponding city and county, Atlanta and Fulton County, for zip code 30344. With these formulas, we can now quickly find this information for any zip code in our data table. Now let's look up information in a different way. Using the lookup function, let's find the alternate city names for zip codes put into cell B3. Select cell B6 and type equals lookup, open parentheses. Then select cell B3 for the lookup value, type a comma. Now we select the lookup vector. This is going to be the row that we find the input value in. For this data table, that's going to be cell C10 through DD10, highlighted in red. Type a comma, now we select the result vector. For this data table, that's going to be cells C14 through DD14, highlighted in purple. Hit enter, and now cell B6 displays the alternate city name for zip code 30344. That's East Point. If we change our zip code to 30340, the formula works to show us the alternate city name for that zip code is Doraville. One more way we can quickly analyze lots of data in a set is with the COUNTIF function. This function counts the number of cells within a range that meet the given condition. For instance, let's see how many times the city Chambly appears in this table. Select cell B7, type equals COUNTIF, open parentheses. Then for our range, that's going to be the data table we're analyzing, which again you can select manually or type in the cells B10 through DD21. Then we hit comma, and our criteria is going to be the text Chambly, making sure that it's in quotes so that Excel knows that we're looking for specific text. Hit enter, and Excel analyzes the entire table to find 3 counts of the text Chambly. Boom! For help and further descriptions of these functions, the Microsoft support website has lots of useful information. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Now for a quick joke. Where do aliens like to hang out on the computer? At the space bar. Thanks for watching.